Hi guys, welcome back to Money and She, and today we will be discussing on how to start investing globally. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you're always updated, okay? And by the way guys, I'll be having my webinar this coming December 12, and it's about my strategy on how I choose stocks, how I gain at least 20% every year. So if you want to learn how I do my strategies and how I do my trades, please join my webinar. It's gonna be good for you. You don't have to have experience in stocks trading. Please join me. The registration is on the link below. Please let me know if you want to join. Thank you. I also have Patreon account. If you want to join my Patreon account, you can click on the link in the description box for you to join me. So if you're ready guys, let's start now. I've been investing in the Philippine stock market for 10 years. So it means that I have experience on trading, I have experience on investing in stocks. But one of my dreams ever since I graduated from college is to trade global market. Global meaning US market, because it's like the most crazy market in the world. Just so you know guys, in Philippines we have 300 listed stocks. But in USA, they have 4,000 listed companies. So if you compare Philippine market to US market, then Philippine market is like a river, a small river. And US market is like an ocean. And in the middle of the ocean, you can get drowned, right? If you don't know what you're doing. So you understand if you want to start investing in the US but you don't know how to. So I hope that this video can help you do that, okay? So if you're thinking like where to invest, right? For me, one of the major problems that I encountered when I was starting is where to start, what stock to first invest into. It's the same question that lingers in my head whenever I think about starting investing in global market. Another thing is, for the past years, I've always wanted to open an account for international stocks, but it's so impossible to do that. I tried using Charles Schwab, Ameritrade, or everything that I can do, but in Philippines, or as Filipino, it's very hard to open an account. You know, even in Hong Kong, you need to have an account in US or in Singapore or in Hong Kong, which I'm not capable of. So I'm so thankful that we have eToro now. Because of eToro, I was actually be able to fulfill that dream of mine to start investing globally. So just opening an account is one thing, but actually starting to invest is another thing. And today we will be discussing what I did for me to start my investment, and I will show you as well my portfolio as of today and how much I earned, how I started, you know, practicing, what kind of things I did so that I know what kind of trades I can do in eToro. And I also opened interactive brokers because for some reason it's okay now to open interactive brokers account, and I will show you how I did that on another video. For eToro, we were able to invest immediately, so I started October 30, but prior to that I'm already researching, okay? So the first thing that you need to know is to actually look at the indexes, because Dow Jones has 30 companies in the index, and Nasdaq will also have 30. Okay, so at least there's 60 stocks that you can focus on. And then you can also use S&P 100 or the top 100 stocks in USA. And for those links, I will put the link below on where to find it. You can find it in description box. So at least you can screen already the 4,000 stocks and you can focus first on what you know. Okay guys, so for you to find the components of the indexes, you can go to Yahoo Finance. You can search for the Dow Jones or DJI and choose the index, this one. And then it will come here. You can see here the chart, right? But you can go to components and then you can see the top 30 companies that are composing the Dow Jones. And you can see Microsoft,
3M company, and then you can just find here what are the companies that are familiar to you, and then you can choose those. So I know Microsoft for sure, so I can start with that. 3M company I know, Intel of course I know, Honeywell I know, J&J, McDonald's of course everybody knows that, Home Depot, and so on and so forth. You can screen those 30 and then you can make a checklist of the things or the companies that you know, and so that you can start from what you know. And then the next one is Nasdaq. For Nasdaq, you can choose the Nasdaq. Okay, index, composite index. Okay, and again go to components, and then you can see here the companies that you want to or you know. And honestly, when I look at this, the first thing that comes into my eyes is the Tesla. So that's the one thing that I'm very sure I know of. The rest, I'm not very familiar with the tech companies, so I need more guidance on that with my friends. But I started with Tesla, so that's where I started this one. Okay, and for S&P 100, I'm sorry. S&P 100 index, and then you can see again the components here. Okay, Citigroup, of course, that's Citibank, you know that. And yeah, those are the things, at least these are the top 100 companies in the US that you can start with, and that would at least help you to screen 4,000 to 100, and you can just look into this. By the way, Tesla's gonna be part of this soon, so yeah.
So now that you know the indexes, check one by one which are the stocks that you know, right? For me, one of the stocks that I always wanted to invest into is Tesla. So in my experience, of course, I do both analysis. So fundamentally, I think it's good. There's a growth for that. Like, we're looking at growth, right? We're looking for the future. And me having an experience in electric vehicles and renewable energy, I know that there's a future in the electric mobility. That's why I wanted to invest on Tesla, because I think that's going to be the future. And for that reason alone, I wanted to put my money there. And I know for a fact as well that their stocks have been going up for like years now. Second thing is, of course, I need to look at the chart. And in my chart, I checked that in the next rebound would be 400. Okay? So for 2 weeks, I've been waiting for that trade to happen. Okay? I opened my account. I'm ready to invest. But it took me a month before I actually finalized that, okay, I will invest in Tesla. And it was so scary for me. So scary that what will happen, because I know it's crazy in US, and what if it goes down, and what if it goes up, or I don't know what to do. So I put my order in eToro at 400. Okay, so that order has been there for 2 weeks. And then on October 30th, that was a Friday, I went to Elt's Castle, that was in Germany, and we were hiking, and because of that, I don't have access to internet that time. And when the market opened, when I got back to the ground where there's internet, I found out that the stock actually went below 400 and it became 385. Actually it was 382 at some point. So I panicked and I sold my stock. But for me, before I did my analysis, I am sure that it will dip on 400 and go up afterwards. So because of that, I actually sold my position. And yeah, after that day, the next day, it was up more than 400. I think it went up to 425, and I was expecting it to actually reach 450 and sell it at that. So I buy at 400, sell it at 450. I was so sure about that plan, and I didn't stick to it. And I think because I overreacted. Okay, I know how it works, but I was so scared about it. So that's the thing. You just plan, of course, make your move. And if you're 100% about it, if you have experience in the stock market, you just have to follow your plan, okay? And move accordingly. So that one, I didn't think thoroughly during that time, and I just sold. But actually, there's a lot of consensus as well that says that it's gonna be lower than 350. So I got into it. So sometimes you just have to listen to yourself, okay? So another stock that I bought is NIO, and it's also an electric vehicle company. And I would like to say thank you to JP Bell, because he's the one who helped me. You know, I was telling him for like maybe 2 or 3 months now. I've been telling him that actually I wanted to invest in global market. I wanted to invest. And he's keep on telling me, okay, look at the stocks. This is the future. Look at this stock. So I didn't listen to him until I was actually into it. And the first trade that you will have will make you really into it, okay? Just create one trade and you will be into it. You will realize that, okay, I'm doing this now. A good thing I have JP Bell to help me choose the stocks, because he's been doing it for a long time now. But one thing that is good about eToro is that you can have copy traders, okay? I'm not saying that you should copy trade immediately. What I'm saying is look into their portfolio. Look for these traders and look at their portfolios, and look maybe around 5 to 10 traders and see that what are the stocks that are almost common with them. What are the stocks that they put into their money into, right? So because they are being copied, so they wanted to choose stocks that will give them high return as well, and because that return will be generated into an income in the future, of course, for their own money and for the other people's money as well. For you to have copiers, you have to actually improve your portfolio performance. And because you want to improve your portfolio performance, you're putting your own money into it. You're choosing stocks that will gain. So that's one good thing about copy trader. Not because you just want to copy them. Of course, if you're kind of, you know, lazy, you don't want to think, it's okay to put your money with them. But if you want to trade on your own, it would be great to just look at their portfolio, look at their profile, and see where they're trading. And you can also see a lot of reasons. They put their reasoning why they put their stocks or their money into it. And you will be somehow up to date with regards to the stock market, okay? So because after that, that's when we do the next stage. So the next thing that you should learn is look at pre-market. Okay, you can go to investing.com and then you can see their pre-market, so that before the open of the market, you already know what are the stocks that are moving. You can either ride with the wave, or you can know what are the stocks that you should avoid. And they usually trade before, or 1 hour at least before the market. So that's one thing that you can also check that I wish I knew. Please like the video and hit subscribe if you want to subscribe with my channel. So guys, I'll show you now my portfolio so that you can see. But by the way, you can also find it in eToro account if you want to. You can just find me there.
So now you're in my profile. If you want to follow me, you can search for Chichow. This is my username. And there's actually 33 followers as of the moment and 1 copier. Thank you so much, Glenn, for copying me. And thank you for the trust, really. So every day I post here in the feed, so you can follow me and you can see my previous trades, and you can see how I worked on that. If you want to trade on your own in the future, I'll just show you as well my statistics so that you can see. Don't worry, I'll show you my portfolio really soon. So yeah, I gained. This is the first day, the one that I told you about Tesla. This is the one, and then after that it became really good. I get the hang of it now and I can trade properly. So yeah, here are my, you can just go through this and you can see my portfolio. This is what I'm telling you about. And in my portfolio, you can see how many stocks I have, the P&L that I have, the invested in terms of portfolio, how my allocation for each stocks, as you can see. So I have NEO. I'm heavily invested in NEO. Amazon, Facebook, Baba, SunPower, Palantir, Jamia, Fastly, Workday, Humana, Jeva, and Pins. But as you can see, I have gains, but I also have losses here. And I have 4.39% loss in FB. Don't worry about it. I'm fixing that. Jeva as well. This was a positive for a few days, but we'll see. In the chart, it looks like it's gonna bounce back, but we'll see within the few days. Amazon as well, and then Baba. Baba's been down for way lower than this, maybe around 6%, and it's just recovering. I'll explain as well some of the stocks that you may not hear from before. Jamia is a German company. It's based in Berlin. It's like the Alibaba of Africa, so there's a lot of growth in there. Palantir is one of the most watched out companies as of the moment as well. As you can see, I already have 47% gain. I actually, if I didn't sell earlier, this could have been higher. But yeah, so NEO is the one that I explained earlier. SunPower is a solar company. I bought this before Biden wins, and once it was announced, and it was just shooting up. Fastly as well, and Workday. Just got Workday and Pins yesterday, and we'll see what happens in the few days. And Amazon, this was also way lower before, so just be careful when to enter the stocks. And I'm just waiting for it to rebound, hopefully in the few days. But I'll show you how much I really actually put in it and how much profit I made by myself if you want to copy me in the future. So as you can see, I also made some CFDs, so that's why it's higher than that. I made 3 buys here. If you want another video, I can explain to you my thought process on how I buy and choose stocks. I'll probably have a daily streaming by January, so watch out for that as well. And for now, you can see my portfolio and you can see how much I allocated and how much money I put into it and how much I gained from it. So guys, if you want to follow and copy me, please look for my username. It's chichow, and you can check my stats, follow me, and make sure that you check my feed every day if you want to do it yourself. If you are confident with my trades, you can copy me. You know how I do things in Philippines, so I hope that helps you as well.
So guys, if you want to start trading in eToro, I have a link below. Please help me by joining eToro using my link. And after that, you can actually find me in eToro. My username is chichow, and you can look at my investments right now. And you can see how I performed in the past few days. I know it's early, but just look at it for some time, and in the future, maybe you want to copy my trades. And if you want me to create a video on how to use eToro on opening trades and everything else, please comment below so I can create a video for that. So just let me know, okay? And I also hope that you can start your trading in the global market as soon as possible. Of course, it takes a lot of confidence and research and being able to take that risk, because it looks very scary at the beginning, but once you're into it, it just kind of feel normal, to be honest. So guys, hopefully if you wanted to do that for a long time now, you can use eToro account, and you can see my link below.
And don't forget to register for my webinar, guys.
You can also join, guys, my Patreon account. And that's it, guys. Happy investing!